Hello everyone, I am going to explain the pronunciation of regular verbs with ed ending. If after watching this video you have questions or you want to know more about the topic, please just let me know. So let's start. Okay, so we're gonna talk first about simple past in very general words. We use simple past to express a past general state. It means that we're gonna use it to express something that started in the past and finished in the past. Like for example, I did the laundry, I slept late yesterday, I worked, I went to the park, and so on. Right. And for this, we use the auxiliary, which is did, or the verbs in past. Now, it is important to say that we classify past verbs into the two different categories: regular verbs and irregular verbs. Now, as you can notice, regular verbs are the one that have ed ending, like for example, visit, visited, stay, stayed, clean, cleaned, and so on. We have ed at the end of the word. And irregular verbs, they do not. They do not have ed at the end of the word, right? For example, we have go and went, sleep, slept. As you can notice, the word changes or they stay the same. For example, cut and cut, but they do not end with ed. Good. Okay, now this is important because we're gonna focus on ed pronunciation. So in regular verbs. Now we have three different ways to pronounce the ed at the end of a regular verb. For example, as a t, like the sound. For example, talked, parked, helped, and walked. As you can notice, the ed is pronounced as d, like the sound. For example, opens, lived, played, cleans. As you can notice, the ed is pronounced and it. For example, wanted, waited, needed, and folded. This is the only case in which the e, like this vowel, has sound. Now, how can I tell the difference when I have to pronounce it as a t, was t, or f? We're gonna pay attention to the sound before the ed. For example, this k in this word is n, and in this word is t. Just to remember, focus on the sound before the ed. We have two different types of sound, which are voiced and voiceless sounds. Voice sounds are the ones that cause vibration in your vocal cords. So, for example, if you touch your throat and you say like eh, and so on, they produce vibration. And voiceless sounds are the ones that do not produce or cause vibration in your vocal cords. We only have 8 voiceless sounds, which is ch, sh, the th as thanks or thank, and remember, just these 8 sounds are voiceless sounds, and the rest of the sounds are gonna be here, including consonants and vowels that are not here. But I did not write all of them. Just remember, these 8 sounds are voiceless and the rest are voiced. Okay, now that this is clear, when we have a voiced sound before the ed, we're gonna pronounce it as with a voiced sound. For example, in here we have opened because the sound before the ed is n, which is voiced. Remember, all the sounds that are not here are here. For example, here we have played because the sound is I, is a voice sound. Therefore, we pronounce the ed as cleaned, lived. The sound before the ed is and since it is not here, it is a voiced sound. Good. When we have a voiceless sound, which is ch, ch, or t, we're gonna pronounce the ed as t. For example, here talked, parked, helped. The sound before the ed here, for example, is k, which is a voiceless sound. Therefore, we pronounce it as here. The sound before the ed is which is a voiceless sound. It is here. Therefore, we pronounce it as t, like helped. Good. So remember, pronunciation. This pronunciation is when we have a voice sound. This pronunciation as t, it is when we have a voiceless sound, one of these 8 sounds. And finally, we have it pronunciation when we actually pronounce this vowel. Okay, regarding voiced and voiceless sounds, we have 2 special sounds like th and t. Okay, so when the word or when in the word before the ed we have this sound or this sound, just in these 2 cases, we're gonna pronounce the ed as it. Right? We're going to pronounce the the vowel we have here. It's like wanted because we have a t sound before the ed, or needed because we have this sound before the ed. Remember, just in these 2 cases, we're gonna pronounce it like this. Good. Now that it is clear, we're gonna practice. That's why we have it. We have them in red here, because even when this sound is voiced, sorry, and when this sound is voiceless, we're gonna separate them. They're special. Good. Okay, now we're gonna practice a bit. Now, call, it is a regular verb, therefore we add ed. How should we pronounce this word? What is the pronunciation of the ed in this case? As like t, or it. Pay attention to the sound. Is it voice, voiceless? Is it part of the special sounds I mentioned? Okay, good. So it's pronounced just like this, called. Good. Then we have the sound. Sorry, this word, which is add. It is also a regular verb, which is add it. Good. Now, what is the sound of ed in this word? Okay, pay attention to the sound before the ed. Is it voice, voiceless, or one of the 2 special sounds we mentioned? What's that? Okay, good. So we're gonna pronounce it as it, added, because it sounds like right. Good. And the last one we have look, which is also regular. Now, what is the pronunciation of ed in this case? Remember, we have this sound like, is it voice or voiceless? Good. Of course, we're gonna pronounce it as t. So we say looked, called, and added. Good. So that would be it. If you have any questions, or if you want like extra practice, or if you want to know more information on the topic, please just let me know. And thanks for watching.